Hello, welcome back. It's been quite a while since I did an update. I've been really busy. I got all the siding done, so the whole building is completely watertight, and I've now been working on the inside, mostly actually on the electric. So got the electric service put in. Had to hire an electrician to do that. By law here, if you mess with the underground, you have to have an electrician do the work and of course have it inspected. I'm also right now in the middle of rough electric, so that's what I've actually spent. I spent about the last 4 weeks up in my attic, either running wire or getting the attic ready to insulate. Dad was down here probably 4 weeks ago after some quarantine period, and we got these this whole west wall, we got all that framed, and the north wall, so that's ready to go. At least the bottom 10 feet. I still haven't done any of the top on that. These lights, if you saw out there, I've got a warranty claim video out there. So these lights, they're China-made LED light strip. The company's called Shine Decor. Found these on Amazon. 150-foot light strip for 200 bucks. These are really awesome lights. I got the daylight color. One strip has 5,400 LEDs on it. And the thing I love about it, no matter where you are, you don't cast a shadow because there's just so much light from one strip and so many different points of light. This other strip quit working. I personally feel like it's probably the rectifiers. They run really hot in this thing. I will probably look at getting some thermal paste and maybe putting a CPU heat sink or something on these to help keep them cooler. They rectify the AC to 100 volts DC, so it wouldn't be too hard to make a power supply either, just to replace it. It's well worth the money for the strip of LEDs. They're in this really nice, I'll show you the one that's not running here. It's this really nice plastic sheath that's IP67 rated. There you can see how many LEDs they have on this thing. It's just crazy. That's the name of the company there. So we'll see how it goes. Hopefully I get good support from them on a warranty. They sounded pretty positive, so hopefully that'll work out. Got a lot of insulation to go. My attic, or my neighbor, he has his own insulation machine. He volunteered to come over and help insulate, so that should be happening this weekend. I texted him yesterday. I haven't heard back, but he said he's on track for it. I'll follow up with him later this week. This is going to be my heat. This is a Longwood wood furnace that my dad's been storing for a really long time. There you go. Longwood is the name. This is really neat because through this hole here you have a burner, and you can either use the oil or natural gas or propane with it if you orifice the burner right. And then you put wood in there. This is a 5-foot long burn chamber. It's actually in the manual. They tell you do use 4 to 5 foot long logs. You don't have to. My dad always used stove wood. It worked just fine. He had a different one. But that's what we're going to put in here for doing the heat. See, I got a lot of insulation left to go on the walls yet. Still more framing to finish up. But I've got all of my electrical boxes all the way around here for everything that I want to do. And look at this. This is one light strip that pulls 5 amps. It's 500 watts, and you get this kind of light out of it. It's just amazing. So we're going to go pop up in the attic, and I'll show you what's been going on up there. Lift is switched on. Hi! This attic is really bright. I've only got one of those light strips up here, same one that I have downstairs. So what I've been doing up here, after the builder left, I threw this plywood around the scuttle hole so that this is 24 inches high. I took a little gate hinge here and bent it as my hook to hold the door open. And then they did put this catwalk in here for me, but I've put in electric, got the light strip up here. I took all of my trusses and I lettered them. So the far one, A, B, all the way to the other end. On my purlins, I have actually put numbers on them. So if you probably can't see that one far in the back. I got 5 and then purlin 10 marked. East purlin 10 is what that's for. And then I got numbers on the legs of the trusses. So that's East 1, East 2, 3, and 4. So the point of that whole system is if I ever have a problem with this roof, it starts leaking or something, I can figure out what bay I'm in. Like right now I'm in bay B, C, because this is C there and B's behind me. And I could say, oh, well, East purlin 9, there's a leak in that. So then I'd be able to send the builder up here, he'd be able to see what's going on and figure out, hey, he can pull a screw out from the outside and replace it or whatever he needs to do. These orange paint lines, they're not the easiest to see. I got some marks over there too. Those are all at 24 inches. There's my marking stick I was using. So basically I'm putting 24 inches of fiberglass up here. So that's what I'm gonna do. Here's my chimney. I got the fire block foam around the bottom. This is Cerafelt, that's ceramic insulation. This stuff's good to like 2,000 degrees. I really don't need it, but I wanted something to, they say keep the insulation off of the tube. So I wanted something to do that. So I stuck some chicken wire inside to keep it spaced out and wrapped it on the outside. I've got all my insulation chutes. You can't see those either. They come up 24 inches. I got rough wiring in here to eventually put a light for the center. The way I'm going to do the light, it's going to be in a track and reflected light off the ceiling. I'll use strips just like I have now, hopefully, assuming that warranty support goes good. So this will be one end. So ideally I'll basically make a light fixture that hangs through the ceiling that's, what was it, 4 bays? No, 3 bays off of each end. So it's 6, so that leaves me 7 bays. So it's 56 feet wide. There's 56 feet long, but I'll be doing 20 feet wide. I should be able to put one of these strips in there and it'll fully light the center. I also roughed in circuits for ceiling fans. The inspector didn't even come up here. I took so much time to staple everything and make it look neat and label stuff, he didn't even care. So that's fine. Down, you can probably see I got some PVC plumbing pipe. It's hard to see there. You can see it when I get down to the other end here. Oh yeah, you can probably see this one all right. So I put drain venting, field tile under the whole building, which is vented outside. And that comes up here into this. So that's the idea of that, is to be for radon venting. I don't know if I need it yet or not. I did test my house and I had radon in the basement that should be ventilated. Excuse me, that should be ventilated. So once I get the building buttoned up and ventilating and heating and everything properly, then I'll do a couple radon, excuse me, got the hiccups. I'll do a couple radon tests over the next year or so and figure out whether I need an active radon ventilator or not. But for right now, I do have an air admittance valve on there, just in case there's any vacuum or anything. It's not just pulling anything weird with the plumbing pipes. I also took some plumbing strap and essentially tied it around a bunch of the purlins as an uplift protection. With these end purlins, they just hang off and they're only toenailed here by not very much. So I wanted just a little more to help hold the roof down. Since I've lived here, I've been here 14 years, I think, and I have personally witnessed 4 or 5 tornadoes pass over the house. You can see the trees in the forest just waving around in circles, and the sky turns green. It's just crazy. So I want to have extra protection for that, because this is higher than the house, so it might be more likely to be hit by those low-flying tornadoes that aren't actually hitting the ground, which seems to be all I get around here. Of course, now watch, now that I have the building up, it'll take the whole thing. So it'll kind of be a shame to insulate. It'll be all the way up to the catwalk here. This is the nicest attic I've ever been in. I really like it. The light makes all the difference in the world. I think that's pretty much it. So hopefully you'll get to see a time lapse this weekend of me shooting insulation in up here. You might get a shot of my neighbor. He seems like a pretty good guy. So yeah, I'd say that's it. All right, till the next one. Goodbye.